So John and Maureen, walk me through the thesis, the investment thesis timeline.
Yeah, absolutely. So I think when we set out at Fund 2, we had demonstrated success and a playbook, frankly, for building a successful platform in the physician roll-up space. And so, when we look at our track record, we've made investments in vet hospitals and care vet, as well as lower extremity, foot and ankle platform called Pacesetter. So we felt like we had that playbook. And so it was really going out and finding, what was the right type of physician practice that we'd be interested in. And so as we started to learn more about interventional pain management, I think we got excited. Unfortunately, chronic pain is widespread. 1 in 5 adults suffer from chronic pain. That number increases to 1 in 3 as you go to 65 plus. Unfortunately, chronic pain is something that's recurring in nature, requires patient to be continuing to come in. But from a business perspective, we like that because it means it's going, to be successful, it's bringing in new patients and providing quality care and keeping those patients. Additionally, when we look at interventional pain management, there's the ability to enhance the profitability by investing in ancillary services like physical therapy or drug screening. Additionally, the site of service is another lever that we could potentially invest in to enhance profitability. So we really, we were excited about interventional pain management. I would say finally, in terms of the private equity investment, interventional pain management is in what I would call the earlier innings compared to other modalities of care. And so I think we put all of that together and we felt very confident that, interventional pain management would make a great platform for us.
So that took you some time. I mean, are you saying that, this thesis grew and matured over a 6, 9 month, 12-month period?
Yeah. I mean, in some ways I would say, the playbook itself, matured over several years. And then within interventional pain management, I would say yes, over the course of 6 to 12 months, with increasing sort of intensity, I would say. But thesis development takes time, but we were very happy with, we saw some opportunities that weren't necessarily the right fit, but we had looked at enough by the time Mays and Schnapp came around that we knew that they were the right partner for us.
You guys, I know, have been working feverishly. So recap what we've accomplished with the team at Mays and Schnapp.
Yep. So the investment we made the investment about a year ago. The first 9 months, I would say, we're focused predominantly on building the team, systems, and processes. So we've invested in, added a CFO, added HR, VP of Ops, VP of Integration, head of compliance, really people that are going to sit at the corporate level that are going to support, all future acquisitions, to kind of join the platform. We've invested in systems. So we've invested in a new, we moved away from QuickBooks to Sage Intacct. We've invested in IT software, IT service provider, a payroll service provider, to really, be with partners who are going to help us grow. And over the last, I'd say 3 months, we've turned on the BD efforts, led by you and Jonathan, which has been fantastic. It's really been about getting in front of more physicians. And so our approach, though, was to build the base, build the foundation, and now we're in a position where we can pivot to layering on, new acquisitions.
So Maureen, we partnered with Mays and Schnapp 12 months ago. We've spent an extensive amount of time and energy and investment in collaboration and in concert with Eric, our CEO. What's next? What do you most look forward to?
I think what we're most looking forward to is we have a really great relationship with Eric and Dr. Mo, and we really understand the practice now after getting to work with them for 9 months. They've done some great things building out the team, upgrading certain systems, and then they'd also done things before we started. So working together has been really great for these first 9 months. Now I'm excited to see, how the way Dr. Schnapp and the rest of the physicians at Mays and Schnapp, the way that they practice, how that can be expanded outside of just Memphis and South Haven where they currently are located. I'm also excited to see them, broaden their network and meet other physicians who are like-minded such as them and already find the people who are out there like them, and just kind of allow a partnership to happen and basically have that level of care be spread to other patients throughout the Mid-South.
Great. And that's where Jonathan and I kind of come in, right? In support of your investment thesis from a business development perspective on identifying those practices. So maybe tell the listener or viewer, a little bit more about that stage of our investment and the thesis.
Yeah, that has been really interesting because we talk to a lot of physicians. You guys talk to even more than we do. And it's interesting to hear the similarities of the things that they're struggling with, the things that maybe they're currently working on that they don't want to work on, how difficult it can be to see patients until 4 p.m. And then you have, 3 hours of back office things, or someone was sick and they're trying to figure that out. So just seeing how stretched thin some of these people are, or the same challenges they're facing. When you talk to a lot of physicians and see that they're having the same things stumbling over and over again, it's really impactful to see that what we're trying to bring to the table is something that we could help with and solve. So that's been positive. Whether or not they're the right partner for us or they're ready at this exact moment, it takes a lot of time. And I also think it's a very, like John said, very personal decision. So it's very relationship focused. So you and Jonathan and our team probably talk to people, sometimes 7 times before we even get an idea of how large their practice is. So all of that takes time, and it is really interesting, but I think it has validated our thesis.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, we lead with the practice's philosophy, and that comes from our partners at Mason Schnapp, and that's what's most important with regard to fit. It's not, it starts with a phone call and an email, and it's very impersonal. But we look and hope to change that over time as we get to know these practices, as we hope that, some of these physicians respond to us to give us the chance.